Hey guys, I'm back again with another video. So, I was with a few family members the other day, and two of them came up with a comment, and I didn't really know how to react. Hopefully this doesn't turn into a really angry rant or anything, but we'll see how hyped I get about this. And these two family members, they were talking about themselves. I was just kind of listening to music or something. But this comment that they made, I happened to, just be looking on my phone, not actually listening to music, so I managed to listen to this. I didn't interfere in the conversation, but honestly, what they said, I was just so weirded out by it. I didn't know what to say. I was just like, what? What do you mean? And they were talking, and they said this. Oh, if I have a kid someday, you know, if I can stop him or her from being gay or homosexual, I will. I'll do my best so that they won't turn out that way. And the other person said the same thing. Yeah, I'm not really against gay people or anything like that, but if I can prevent myself from being gay and not going into that route, or my daughter from, being a lesbian, then yeah, I'd prefer it that way. And I literally just wanted to look at them for a moment, just stop what I was doing and be like, excuse me, what? What are you saying? What are you doing? What was that for? I just find it ridiculous how some people think that being gay is like a choice. Or being trans is a choice, I just woke up one day and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna start liking women now. Hey, you could do that. But usually it's not the case. 99% of the times it's not the case. Someone was born and they have that sexuality, it's not something they decided to be just like, yeah, now I'm gay, One day you see a guy and he's super masculine, and the next day he's like, yeah, I'm gay now. No. They always were gay. They just never told you. I'm thinking you have a choice and a saying in how your kid's sexuality is going to turn out. Is not the case. Is not the case. Especially nowadays, we're in the 21st century. You're not going to mold your kid to be someone they're not. To make them have mental problems because they don't think they can be who they are. That's a thing of the past. People couldn't come out as gay because, it was a taboo and, it was seen as something that's not real, not human. That's the thing of the past. So when they said this, I was just kind of like, what makes you think? And in my head, I was just like, what makes you think you have a say in your kid's sexuality? It really isn't the case. So let me just get back to you on that thought. Just a second. I'm back. Sorry, I just my chauffeur had to bring my 20-carat diamond necklace. No. So anyway, what I was saying. Thinking you have a choice in your son's or your daughter's sexuality ain't it, this ain't happening, this ain't it, sis, this ain't it, chief. That's not the case, I just find it ridiculous how people think they have a say in someone's sexuality. It's just like, no, you don't, and neither do they, in a sense. Like, the person that's gay, they didn't just say oh yeah, now I'm gay, whatever. They always had it in them. They always had that feeling. They didn't feel right, being with a girl. Or if they're bi, they didn't just feel right being with just a girl. They were attracted to guys, and then making them feel they're wrong for feeling this way. This ain't it. Thinking you have a choice in how you're gonna mold your child's sexuality and their personality. No, it ain't happening. Of course, your kid is gonna have traits that come from you and that comes from the dad. or the mum, whatever. But they're not 100% you. They're growing up to be their own self. They're going to have their own personality with traits that sometimes may remind you of yourself, but then they're also going to have their own personality traits, you know? They're not you. And that includes their sexuality. So thinking that you can mold your kid to not like a certain thing ain't the case, you know? It definitely is not the case. And it just makes me find it so funny, like how do you even have such a ridiculous thought like that? How do you even think you have any say in how your kid feels about another person? It's not happening. It's not cool. Like, I used to play with toys that were for boys as a kid, you know. Always play with girls' toys as well, but I was more attracted to, like, you know, superheroes and stuff like that. I always thought it was more colourful, you know. I'm not saying that, you know, liking a Barbie or liking some Polly Pocket or Bratz is wrong. I like those things too, but a lot of the time I like boys' toys, you know. And I remember I used to go to Brazil, and I used to like those things and play with boys, and, you know, have my action man and my superhero stuff. And people used to think like, oh no, that's for boys. You can't play with that. You have to play with this. And I was like, in my head as a 6-year-old, I already found that quite weird. I was like, why is this person dictating what I have to like? It's not their choice, you know. It's not. I'm not just gonna like something because they say. I'm not saying I didn't like girl stuff, but most of the time I did play with boys' toys, like literally like superhero stuff and action men and all of that, you know, like Hot Wheels and, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh card decks and everything, you know. And my mum never stopped me from doing this, and that's why I'm thankful for her. You know, she always let me be my own self. You know, she never questioned my sexuality. She never questioned my likes for things. She just went along with it, you know. She's like, sometimes she would bring me things. She's like, oh, I know you like this. Oh, let's watch this because I know you like this, you know. Because at the end of the day, they're your kid, but they're not you. And just because a girl plays with toys that are made for boys, or a boy plays with toys that are made for girls, doesn't mean they're gonna be gay. Doesn't mean they're gonna be bi. But also means that maybe they ain't gonna be straight. You're just gonna have to find out and go with it, Susan. You know? Because it ain't your choice at the end of the day. You can't mold your child to be the sexuality you want. They're gonna be the sexuality that they feel is right for them. You know? What makes them feel right in their skin. You know? You're not gonna mold them like, oh, if I can prevent my son from being gay, then I'll try. It's like, no, don't try. You know, because he's not you. He wasn't made to be a copy of you. You're bringing a human being into this world, but they're not a copy of you. They're going to grow up and be their own self. They're going to have their own personality, their own say in things, and that includes their sexuality. And I just find it ridiculous that people think they have a say in how their kid's going to grow up, you know? It's just like, yeah, you can do things to help them, like, obviously, I'm not going to say that my kid's not born with a gender. That's biologically, like, okay, they're born a girl, they're born a boy. If later on in their life they say to me, like, if I have a daughter and she says to me, look, I don't feel right, I was born in the wrong body, you know, I want to be a guy, I want to be a man, I feel like I'm a man, you know, and they have trans therapy and everything, you know, they turn into like a guy. If they feel like they're a guy, then I'm going to say, okay, you know, I did my bit. If you feel this way, then great. I'm going to be more than happy for them. Same thing if it goes from my son or my daughter saying, look, I'm homosexual or I'm bisexual, you know, I'm attracted to the same gender or both genders. I'm going to be like, yo, that's great. That's amazing. Do you, boo-boo. Do you. Now, thinking that you actually have a say in your child's sexuality and the way they feel about themselves, no. You know, teach them well. Teach them right from wrong. But also teach them to love, everyone. Teach them to love a guy down the street who's gay. Teach them to love the woman down the street who's a bisexual. Because we weren't born knowing how to hate people. But sometimes it's just these tiny little concepts that some people have in their head that just makes them look ridiculous. Like, these two people in my family, when they said this, like, oh, if I can prevent my son from being gay, then I will. I mean, I'll be supportive if he's gay, but like, if I can prevent him from being gay, I will. I was like, excuse me, what are you thinking? Like, what kind of thought is that? Like, no, don't. This kind of grinds my gears as well. See, this did turn into a rant. Once again, this did turn into a rant. Dang. But tell me what you guys think below. If you agreed with anything I said, give me your opinions. Give this video a like if you want to. Subscribe for my little rants. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. And ciao.